Welcome to Fearsome Top 5. Today we'll be taking a look at 5 terrifying ghost videos. Number 1. A man named Tony runs the very appropriately named TikTok account, Dude My House is Haunted. For the last few years, he's been dealing with a dark force inside of his home that just won't seem to leave. At the peak of this activity, he would often hear disembodied footsteps walking around, catch glimpses of ghostly apparitions, and on one occasion, dodge knives that somehow got thrown across the room. Tony believed that the spirit in his home belonged to a child. So as a way to test this, he placed a ball on the floor in front of a security camera to see if anything would interact with it. And to his dismay, this is the footage he caught. After exhausting his options and trying every solution possible, the activity in his home finally died down. But just as life was returning to normal, there began to be signs that this entity may have returned.
Okay, I was making the video showing you guys that this lamp behind me is moving, and I did 2 videos because it kept moving and kept moving and kept moving, and I was getting ready to shut it off because I was kind of tired of watching it move. And as soon as I went to hit the phone and turn it off, the light came on. I kid you not, I gotta look and see if I caught it. But the freaking light came on, this light right here, and it's still moving. It's still going. It's been moving for a while. There's no strings on the wall, that's just the chain. And I'm not touching it.
A light hanging from the ceiling mysteriously swung back and forth, although nothing and no one were touching it. Tony showed every possible angle of this lamp to prove that there were no strings attached and that he wasn't the one that was causing this. This unsettling movement was his first clue that something was once again inside of his home. And in the days that followed, he encountered something that made his hair stand on end.
Okay, as you can see, it's a little after 3 o'clock. And I'm hearing kids outside playing. If you listen close, you can hear them. But I've been hearing what sounds like a kid in the house. I know it's probably just an echo from them. Over here, see, I can hear those kids out there. These are some masks my friend got me from Argentina. See, I can hear those kids. Let me move in here. See, you can hear them a little better. They're over behind my backyard. Let me move into the kitchen here. And you can see you can hear them out there pretty good. Somebody mowing their yard. See, that sounded like that was in here. I swear it sounds like it's coming from in here. There's nothing in the bathroom. It's just just in here, son. No, it's nothing in here. I swear I came down right down there. It sounded like it came from one of the back rooms or like in the hallway or something. That was weird. What is that?
See you soon.
You gotta be kidding. You gotta be kidding. I swear it sounded like it was in the house.
Despite the kids playing outside, Tony swore that it sounded like one of these voices was coming from inside of the house. He cautiously made his way from room to room, but while in the kitchen, a disembodied voice can be heard behind him, sounding like it's saying, "See ya."
Somebody mowing their yard. See, that sounded like mowing their yard. Mowing their yard. See, that sounded like that was in here.
He walked towards the sound of this voice, and while peering down the hallway, a ghostly whisper called out saying, "See you soon."
What is that?
See you soon.
You gotta be kidding. You gotta be. What is that?
See you soon.
You gotta be. What is that?
See you soon.
You gotta be kidding. You gotta be.
This unnerving voice made him jump and left him at a loss for words. From the crystal clear sound of this voice, there's no denying that it came from inside the house. But considering he was home alone at the time, this becomes a whole lot harder to explain. Number 2. TikTok user Kubo Koi is an account run by a guy named Tyler. He often buys and resells things that he finds on eBay and Facebook Marketplace. Well, one day while he was browsing online, he found a box full of random items for sale, with one of the items inside being an old doll. While messaging the seller, she began to ask Tyler bizarre questions. Do you have a family? Are you gonna give that doll to a kid? Obviously a little creeped out, he proceeded with caution, but couldn't resist purchasing the box for only $5. Strangely enough, the same day he brought the box home, unusual things started to happen. He began to hear sounds as if someone else was in the room with him, and it was at this moment that he pulled out his phone to record.
Dude, I swear this box just fucking moved on its own. Should we do that again? Oh,
The box on his desk suddenly moved completely on its own. He carefully stepped closer to take a look inside, but as his eyes scanned over the box, the doll eerily moved. After this incident, he tossed the doll in his closet and out of sight. But the very next day, he began to hear this. The alarming sound of knocking was coming from his closet. He inched closer, not quite sure what to expect to find inside. And as he slid open the door, there was the doll set directly in front of him. The following day, as he was playing video games, he could have sworn he heard something moving in his room. Thinking fast, he took off his headphones and began recording.
so I'm playing video games at my desk and I just heard the guitar play itself and it moved, I swear. Let's see if it does it again.
Somehow the guitar against the wall began sliding to the left, immediately followed by banging once again coming from the closet. 24 hours later, as he sat in his room, the sound of running water caught his attention.
So I'm at my desk and I just heard the water in the bathroom turn on by itself. This is the first time something's happened outside my room. So let's take it. If you're in here, can you move the curtain again? Alright. Do you want me to leave?
The bathroom sink was now somehow on, and after turning it off, he noticed the shower curtain mysteriously moving. He peered behind the curtain, only to reveal that no one was there. But after asking the spirit to move the curtain again, it did just that, looking as if an invisible hand pushed the curtain forward. These spine-chilling events quickly became a daily occurrence, usually happening while he's alone in his room.
So it just started knocking in the closet again. And actually the doll has moved since yesterday because it was in the corner, like kind of on its back looking upwards, and now it's upright, so that's kind of scary. See if it'll knock anymore. Oh, or it'll just move the shirt in the closet. Hey, if you can hear me, just move it again. Alright. We can actually just go check it out. Because there's no one in here. It's not really, it's kind of cluttered, so yeah, yesterday it was over here.
Amazingly, the shirt in the closet eerily slid to the right. He somehow managed to keep his cool as he showed that no one was hiding inside. These shocking events have left him desperate for answers, and he's seriously considering reaching out to the woman that sold him this doll. Meanwhile, I would simply introduce this doll to my friend Mr. Fire. Number 3. The Molly Stark Sanatorium was a facility located in Vermont, initially opened as a tuberculosis hospital in the early 20th century. The patients being treated for tuberculosis experienced tremendous emotional and physical suffering before they tragically passed away. This is thought to contribute to the lingering presence of their spirits inside. One brave TikTok user named Jenny found herself in the underground tunnels of the sanatorium, recording videos of the massive interior of the decaying building before its demolition. But when she looked back at the video she recorded, she noticed something chilling. As she turned around and aimed her flashlight at the end of the dark tunnel, something peculiar can be seen. What looks like a dark humanoid figure can be spotted standing by the end of the hall. The dark outline of the shadowy silhouette is easily seen against the light concrete walls. At the time while inside the tunnel, she had no idea what she just captured. So could this be the spirit of a patient that died in this hospital? Let me know what you think. Number 4. The Northwest Wind YouTube channel is run by a guy named Sam from Cleveland, Ohio. Since 2016, he's consistently uploaded videos of his stealth camping adventures. Well, in January of 2024, Sam decided to camp in the woods in Cleveland, but little did he know what he would later experience. After parking his truck at a nearby dog park and gathering his gear, he ventured into the woods in search of an ideal camping spot. He trudged through the snow-covered ground, only to stumble upon a tent that appeared to be torn to pieces. Despite this ominous sign, he went on to set up his tent and cook himself dinner. But as the daylight faded, Sam spotted someone in the distance.
I don't know why, I'm just spooked. I haven't been saying that, but I've been spooked since I got here. I keep feeling like somebody's watching me. And then seeing that person. I know it's a public park, but still.
Clearly a little on edge, Sam couldn't shake the feeling that he was being watched. He decided to stick it out and crawled inside of his tent to get some sleep. But that's when things took an unsettling turn.
There's somebody, hang on. I don't know if they could see it or not through the tent. I don't think so. I'm leaning right up against the light, but somebody's walking around out there very close to the tent. Somebody's out there. I don't know if they're coming this way or just walking around out there. I can't tell. Somebody's definitely walking around out there, though. Hang on. I don't want to leave the light on in case they could see in here. I think the fly is thick enough that they can't see the light, but still, I'm leaning right up against the lantern, so you can only just barely see my face.
Sam sat in total darkness, intently listening to the footsteps moving around him. And as the sound of these footsteps got closer, Sam began to call out, hoping to get a response.
Listen. I don't like this at all. I'm spooked. Hello? Hello? They're really close. They're like 10 feet away. I think there's two people. I can't tell. I can barely hear them talking. They're whispering. I think there's two people. Hello? I think there's two of them. They're coming closer to the tent. They have to know that I'm in here. I'm gonna try and just be silent. Hang on. They're walking around outside in circles. They're right outside the tent. Hello, I'm in here. Hello? 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 Alright, I'm getting the out of here. Hello? Hello? I don't know what the this is, but we're getting out of here. Hang on. Hello? Okay, they're walking away now. What do you want? What do you want? I have a knife. Where's my knife? They're f***ing with me. They're with me here. Holy crap. Get away. What do you want? Hello? I can't see you.
These menacing footsteps were now right next to him as whoever they belonged to began touching his tent. Sam warned them that he had a knife as he watched in horror as they stared back at him. And as he continued recording, things took a terrifying turn.
They collapsed my tent on me. I don't know which way they went. I think they went this way. I see you. Get away! They're just standing there. They're just standing there. What do you want? Leave me alone! They collapsed my tent on me and pulled the fly off while I was still in there. It smells like someone's smoking a cigarette too. I smell your cigarette! I smell your cigarette! I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do.
He bravely stepped out of his tent, flashlight in hand, although it was hard to see much of anything in the surrounding darkness. But considering the situation he was in, he decided to make a run for it back to his truck.
Alright, they're moving again. I don't know. I'm getting out of here. We're going. I'll come back for this some other time. Alright, get the hell out of here. I'm leaving. Don't follow me. I don't know where to go. I don't know which way to get out of here. Stay away from me! They're coming behind me. I don't know what they're doing. They could just be around. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going. I hear them coming. I can't see the shadow. Here's a path. Okay, get me there. I'm recording all of this. I'm calling the police. I see you. I can see you. Oh, it's getting bigger. It's getting bigger. All right, let's get the I don't know if they're like after me or something or what the happening. We're getting the It's getting bigger. They're coming this way. Holy I like this. I'm calling the police. There's another car here. Okay. This is okay. All right, we're getting out of here.
With footsteps trailing behind him, Sam sprinted through the trees, eventually making it back to the safety of his truck. With his adrenaline pumping, he left all his gear behind as he sped back to his house. And once he was secure in his garage, he took a moment to reflect on what just happened. The very next morning, he returned to the woods, where he found his tent exactly where he left it. So if this person wasn't planning on stealing his stuff, then what would have happened if Sam didn't run for his life? Number 5. Over on TikTok, a guy named Dustin works at a hotel in the Appalachian Mountains, a place surrounded by stories of ghost sightings and encounters with supernatural beings. He's often the last one in the building, left to close things up, but late at night while he's closing is usually when things take an eerie turn. He often hears ghostly voices calling out to him as if they're trying to get his attention. He's gotten into the habit of recording on his phone whenever he feels a presence nearby. Well, after recording a video in the storage room, he's having a hard time explaining what he caught on camera.
Freezing in here. Okay. I don't really know. Guess. That looks like it's. Okay, maybe one of these. I don't know. I don't work in housekeeping, so I don't know. Okay. What else? Oh, pillowcases. Oh, I probably shouldn't have. Oh, okay. Whoops. Wait, no, those are wrong. That's not pull towels. I'm not entirely sure. Okay. Here we go.
After entering the back room, Dustin couldn't help but notice the dramatic change in temperature. But when he mentioned this, disembodied voices seemed to call out.
Oh, it's freezing in here. Freezing in here. Freezing in here.
He didn't react or seem to notice these whispers and continued gathering bedsheets. But when he flipped the camera onto himself, a voice can be heard saying behind you.
I'm not entirely sure.
Whoever or whatever this voice belonged to didn't exactly sound friendly. And if I were Dustin, I would have been out that door and on my way to Mexico. Make sure to follow me on Instagram to hear more from your boy. As always, if you enjoy these creepy videos, then make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos like this.